Hello again, everybody, on TransByDef. This is Katie. We are starting to get back on our weekly topics again, so hopefully more videos will be up normally. So, yeah. I apologize. My allergies are going nuts, so I've been coughing a lot and everything. But this week's topic is, what does it feel like to be transgender? To me, I really don't have a thing to label it as, well, saying that, oh, well, because I just happen to have been born male, and associate as female, mentally and everything else, I guess, I don't know. I haven't really thought it through. I'm just kind of winging this video, as you can probably tell. I mean, to me, being transgender is a label being put on myself and others by society. I view myself, honestly, as a normal woman, just like any other woman out there. I just happen to have a birth defect. So, it's the way I kind of view it, the way I feel about it. Having the label of being transgender is very scary, honestly. Because there's a lot of rejection, and hate, just because of what others perceive as far as sorry, as far as what others perceive their meaning of being transgender is. So, and it sucks, because, I mean, I would love to live open and free to just say, hey, I'm transgender. So what? I was born with a birth defect, basically. Others just view it as an abomination and all this other shit. And it just aggravates the hell out of me. Which is why in my personal life, I mean, like with working and normal everyday interaction, I keep very quiet about me being transgender. I mean, online, that's why it's like, yeah, I've started this new job. And everything, it's now my 4th week, and nobody knows. I've had a few guys ask to add me on Facebook, and I'm like, no, I don't. I just made the excuse of, I don't add coworkers. Sorry, nothing personal. But it's mainly because I am very open online. I have my profiles locked down pretty good. I mean, if they really did a search for me, sure, they'd find me. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what different feelings I have about, just as far as with that dealing with who I am. I try not to have it rule the term of and meaning of being transgender rule my life. Yes, I'm active in the community and everything as far as helping others with realize that it's okay to be yourself and everything. So I guess I kind of view it kind of differently. I have a lot of friends that are very, very open about being transgender in their everyday life. And it was kind of brought up what was it? A couple days ago. I was out with a group of friends who are trans, and I kind of freaked out, I'll be honest, because I ran into a coworker from work. And like I've said many times, nobody knows about me being trans. And I mean, just being honest, I'm not, God, I'm not biased as far as, God, ugh. Alright, now that's cleared up. I'm not biased as far as who I associate with and everything else, but it just, I don't know what came over me or whatnot. I freaked out. I was with a group of different girls and everything, and we went to Target, and we just mainly stopped at Target to get some candy. We just had a sweet tooth, so I go in there and it's like I grab my usual huge bag, like almost 2-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids. So I grabbed that and we're like looking around the store and everything. What? Ugh. If anybody out there has allergies, you can feel my pain right now. So I'm not sick, it's just all this junk. I wish I had insurance so I can get allergy testing. Enough said. Anyways, back to my story. Out with a group of girls, and one of them is in the very, very early stages of transitioning. She's very open about who she is. She doesn't care about other people's opinions. She realizes that she's not at a very, best way to put it, and I don't like labels like this, is a very passable stage. And I go out with anyone, I don't care. But this goes into the fear of being transgender. Is all of a sudden, everybody was looking around, we were looking at DVDs, and everybody was in different sections and everything, because it's a large section, and all of a sudden, I ran into a coworker, which kind of threw my friends off. My one friend, who I was just talking about, she was on the very far side, a couple aisles over in DVDs, and two of my other friends, we were really close and everything, we were joking around and everything, and they heard my coworker come by, and it's like, hey, Catherine, because at work, I go by Catherine. It just kind of started, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I don't feel like dealing with it. My very close coworkers and colleagues do know me by Katie, but everybody else knows me by Catherine, which is my legal name. So, and that kind of threw my friends off. They're like, the hell is this guy calling you Catherine for? Nobody calls you Catherine. And I had to explain to them that, but he was still looking around. He was kind of talking to me, and my friend was coming, and I was like, oh shit. And I don't know what came over me. I freaked out, and I ran. I kind of took off. And I felt like such an asshole for it. And I still do. And I can't apologize to them enough for what I did. And it just boils down to another feeling of being transgender is fear. Um, Fear of being found out, fear of how people react, fear of that person possibly finding out and telling others. Um, these are different things that I kind of deal with, unfortunately. And I mean, I've talked to my friends, and I've so apologized for that situation, and they've been very understanding about it. And I feel like total shit for it. Um, but and it's kind of like they told me it's like I've kind of chosen a path different than theirs in transition, to where my reasoning for living in stealth, pretty much, is for the safety of my children. Because even though I'm out at my kids' school and everything, um, they know me at the school. I moved away from that side of town. My ex moved, even though she lives up there still, but moved out of the total neighborhood and everything. So, for the most part, um, the other parents in the school mostly don't know. They just kind of see my ex and I as a lesbian couple that separated and have kids and are very close to those kids still. That's kind of how it's viewed. Teachers know otherwise, principals know otherwise. They've been awesome about it, so I kind of don't make a big deal about it, but I don't want anything falling back on my kids to where um, the parents of kids they play with find out and decide, oh, well, their kids can't play with my kids because I'm transgender. So, I mean, other people view it differently. Other people say you should be wide open and everything. Unfortunately, it's not that accepting down here in North Carolina. It's way better than it was years ago, but not nearly as um, good as other places. I mean, granted, everywhere has its issues, but some a lot more than others. Um, I mean, I'm kind of scared right now. I mean, of something that I've kind of taken on is I'm trying to join the roller derby team here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, the Charlotte Roller Girls, and they're very open. There's been other trans girls on the team. There's one or two on there right now. Currently, one for sure. I don't know if the other girl is still on there or not. I know she's been retiring. Talk about retiring from the team every so often. But this is something I've wanted to do since before I transitioned. That I made it a goal if I ever did transition that I'd want to do roller derby. I love skating already and everything, so, and I've loved doing, like, because I used to do roller hockey and everything years ago, so kind of ties into it. But the thing with that is they're very open, they're very accepting. I've started the process of trying out and everything. Right now I'm trying to get skates, so yeah, I'm going to set up a fund for that. But the aspect of that is I could get outed that way because somebody at a roller derby could find out. So it's kind of one of those, yeah, it's kind of scary that I could have everything change as far as what goes on and how I view things. But honestly, uh, to me, as a whole, being transgender feels like I'm being put into this bubble of basically, okay, this is a term, you fit into it, that's it. And I honestly don't like that. I'm very proud and supportive and everything. I just personally, I don't like it. I mean, others fit under different categories within the gender spectrum and everything, and that's awesome. But I personally don't like the term transgender. It's just me. Just because I guess that used to not be a big deal when I first started transitioning. I kind of dealt with it. It's like, oh, well, this is going to be a part of my life. Shit, I might as well get used to it. And as things have progressed with my transition, it's just a term brought on by society, in my personal opinion. And that's like putting a label on everybody. I don't like labels. I really don't. That's just my personal opinion. And, I mean, others disagree. You're entitled to your opinion. This is mine. It is the way it is. I know that's kind of blunt and kind of harsh, but sorry. I know I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off, but it is what it is. I mean, do I stand up for rights of transgender individuals? Absolutely. Absolutely. God, I'm getting tongue-tied. Ugh. But, as a whole nother subject, like I said, I just don't like terms. I just don't like it. So, yeah. I mean, being transgender, I mean, some people look at it as being very empowering, is how they feel. I mean, another way to look at it is I've gotten to see two different spectrums of life. How guys live and how women live. So, I mean, being transgender, yes, you get to see two totally different views and have two different totally sets of feelings and emotions. I mean, hell, even your thought process changes. Shit. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I babbled, excuse me, too much in this video, and I'm rambling, but these are thoughts that are just coming from my head. And this is honestly the way I always do videos. Some people are like, oh, I need to write down exactly everything I need to do and what I'm gonna say. Well, screw that. It never comes out perfect, because if you sit there and you write a script, it's all scripted and you never get your true emotions across and your true feelings. So, that's just me. I don't sugarcoat things. It is what it is. I learned a long time ago. You know people's true opinions when they just let it out. They don't sit there and, well, I gotta think about this. Sorry. Don't get me wrong, my opinions have gotten me in trouble. It is what it is, like I say. Anyways, so I'm rambling, and this is about 20 minutes now. Shit. So till next week, bye.